Hey everybody, Glenn here with another episode of Deviation Sports Cards. Today we're going to talk about something a little bit different, and that's going to be what I call the real PPP problem in the hobby, or the Panini production parallel, or parallel production problem. And you can see here, first big release of the year, I would say, is Panini Mosaic. You can see here in front of me, I'm obviously partaking in said product. You can see I got a one-on-one Nick Chubb over here, green swirl first off the line, a Garrett, a honeycomb Amari, white Njoku, a gold Joe Thomas. And I just wanted to talk a little bit about all the different parallels. And is it really a problem? So let's take a quick dive into Mosaic and see what we think. So first off, we'll take a look at what's going on with the parallels in Mosaic. So first of all, you've got your silvers and your regular mosaics, which come in all products. Then you've got your retail products, which, as far as I can tell, you've got your orange reactive, your pink camo, your greens, your Genesis chase cards, and then your numbered cards, which is generally your gold fluorescence and your blue fluorescence, numbered to 15 and 25. Now, I have confirmed some of this on checklists, sell sheets for the product. Obviously, these aren't this year's cards, not all of them anyways, but you get the point. Next up, we have No Huddle, which has its own little disco prism here, and then it's also got your blue out of 75, purple out of 50, pink out of 20, gold out of 10, and then the first one of one coming out of the No Huddle product. And then we follow it up with Hobby, which has the red non-numbered, has the honeycomb down here, which I did on the sell sheet see that is in Hobby and No Huddle. We also have the blue out of 99, the purple out of 49, the white out of 25, the new tessellation out of 15, the gold out of 10, and then our second one of one, which is just a straight up black. And then we have first off the line, which this year they doubled up on the swirls. So we got a pink swirl and a green swirl, both numbered out of 11. Probably did that just to increase the amount that they could sell first off the line. And then for choice, we've got the red-green choice non-numbered parallels. We've got the, let's see here, we've got the black gold out of 8s. We have the red yellows out of 80. We have the third number 101, the black nebula, and then we also have the chase card of the peacock variant. And then I also saw on the checklist that there's a couple other ones that I don't even know what product they're going to be in. Was a gold wave out of 17, a red wave out of 9, and then obviously we've always got the white sparkle that comes out in special packs later on down the road. So all in all, this product has, based on this, 32 different parallels. So what I did was I kind of took a look at some box breaks that I was a part of, excuse me, and took a look at what the probability of pulling these cards out of a hobby box was. So you can see here, out of 150 cards in a box, about 80% of them are going to be base cards, which to me is crazy. It just completely devalues the base cards. There's no value left in them at all. Then you've got your silvers, which is looking like you're getting about 9 on average per box. So, I mean, some of this stuff could be still valuable depending on how much they produce. But it's mainly just going to be your high-end rookies or, high-end veteran players like maybe a Pat Mahomes or a Tom Brady or somebody like that. And then you've got no value in your base at all. You've got a little bit of value in this non-numbered parallel section. Then, of course, you've got the honeycomb, which is extremely rare. You can see out of 30 boxes, there's only one honeycomb pulled. But again, that kind of really depends. Prices vary wildly depending on which player you pull. And then we get into the numbered cards. We got blues and purples. Looking like blues are coming in about 1.5 every box, with purples coming in about 0.7 every box. So it looks like pretty much if you were to purchase a hobby box of this, you'd get 2 of these. With 1 blue, 1 purple, 2 blues. In some cases, you might get 2 purples. I mean, you can see down here, there was 7 purples and 8 blues found in these 6 boxes. But then there's other ones where there's only, 7 and 2. So this one had 9, this one had 15, this set of 6 had 15, then 10, and then 15. So as far as those are concerned, again, kind of player dependent. Most vets and, I would say lower end rookies, you're probably only going to end up getting about $5 to $10 for one of those cards. Then you get into white and tessellation, the new variation. Looks like there's about a chance you get about like a 50% chance you might pull one of these out of a box. So you can see here it's generally 3, 1, 3, 3, 2, so kind of all over the map. But right around that 2.5, 3 per 6 boxes, which is about half, 50% per box. And then you get in your golds and your blacks. I did see one black pulled, and I saw quite a few golds, actually, about 1 per 6 box case. So maybe there's about 2 golds per case, and then about, well, in this case, you got 1 black out of 30 boxes. So not a very high probability of getting a black. So I guess the idea here is when you're buying a box of hobby, there's a really, really low chance of getting anything of value. Very, very low. I mean, even if you just look at these bottom, 6 variations here, you've got the odds of getting, maybe 2 of these and maybe 1 out of this group, if even that. So why put all these different variants in here and overprint the hell out of this shit if it's just going to take all the value out of it and make it really, difficult to collect this product? So my suggestion would be, why don't we cut out some of the fluff here? Why don't we take out some of these different parallels? You see here, I can say, let's get rid of some of these unnecessary parallels. Let's, get rid of some of the retail. Let's get the non-numbered stuff out of the product. So here's kind of how I would rearrange this. And I would say, let's get rid of all that. And let's just go ahead and stick with silvers and everything. Let's take these retails here, or let's put those in retail. Let's put reds in retail because they're non-numbered. Let's get rid of the pink camo and put in, your reds, your greens, and your regular mosaics in your retail as your non-numbered parallels. Oops. And then let's leave the Genesis in there as a chase. Let's take these numbered cards and leave them in there, but maybe not make them so low printed. I mean, you see over here, you've already got 1 out of 15. Why do you need another 1 out of 15 over here? You've already got 1 out of 25 with the whites. Why another 25 here? So why not make them a little more frequent? That way people buying retail have a little bit better shot of picking up one of these numbered cards as well as the Genesis chase. And then in hobby, why don't we make this honeycomb, hobby exclusive. Get rid of no huddle, get rid of choice altogether. Bring the black gold from choice over here out of 5. Make the honeycomb hobby exclusive. And then maybe bring in this white disco and make it a hobby exclusive non-numbered parallel. But only have 1 of these in this product. If I'm going to pay for a hobby box, I don't want a whole bunch of non-numbered crap. Give me some silvers, give me some, I guess, some non-numbered parallels, but not the quantity that I'm getting in this year's product. And then everything else, maybe I can get a little bit more out of that hobby, or a hobby box, if the honeycombs are exclusive to that, and we bring in these out of 5, so you got another chance at a really low numbered card. And then I think the most critical thing here is it takes it down to 1 of 1. No more 3 1-of-1s in a product, just 1 straight up 1-of-1. Now, if you don't want it to be the black, you can make it the black Nebula, which I think looks the coolest out of the bunch. But neither here nor there, 1 1-of-1 in the product. And then to me, you take the first off the line, you cut this sucker down to 1. That way you're not overproducing that. And you go ahead and leave the white sparkle there for your special packs, because that's a pretty popular thing. So in my little scenario here, I guess I'm cutting down the number of parallels in half, pretty much, taking it from 32 down to, what do I have here, 6, 12, 18, which is still quite a bit to get a rainbow. But then I would suggest, instead of having the no huddle and the choice, why don't you cut these down, take all these no huddle autographs that you have, and bring them into this product. So right now, if you buy a box of Mosaic Hobby, you're going to get a few parallels, some silvers, a whole lot of mosaics, non-numbered. You're going to get 2 autographs, and that's it. So why not bring over some of those vet autographs that is getting thrown over in the no huddle and make the hobby a little bit better? You know, take the hobby, maybe drop the total count from 150 down to, you know, maybe 100 or 120 total cards in the box. Maybe make it 3 autographs instead of 2. Have, you know, 2 rookie autos and 1 veteran auto, or 2 rookies and 2 veterans. And then go ahead and leave your scripts and stuff like that in your retail. But to me, you could still print just as much and still sell just as much by doing this, but you make it more valuable for the hobbyist who's buying a box and wants to have a better opportunity of getting something out of there. Not to mention, you're not taking all the value out of the base, and you're not printing so many of these non-numbered parallels that they're basically worthless. So I guess I just kind of wanted to throw this out there. To me, you know, this is kind of a big problem in the hobby, and you know, I think it's just getting a little bit out of control. I mean, obviously, you can see here, I enjoy buying these types of products, your mosaics, your prisms, your Donruss optics, select even, which has gotten really out of control comparatively. So I enjoy being able to try to go after all of these. I just think it's getting a little out of control. And I think there's ways that Panini can kind of rein it in, put some more value back into the product while still printing a decent amount and selling a decent amount. But then I don't get a stack of, you know, 120 base cards every time I buy a hobby box that basically is just thrown in the trash because it's completely worthless. So, you know, I just wanted to throw this out there, guys. To me, this is kind of the real PPP problem going on in the hobby, and I wanted to kind of get a feel for how you think. So, I encourage you to leave some comments. I'm interested to see if, you know, that's why everybody goes after these mosaics and these prisms and these selects, is because they just love chasing these rainbows, and they don't care, you know, that the base is worthless, and they don't care that all these non-numbered parallels are worthless. Or is it something that you feel there's a way, maybe in a better way than the way that I am suggesting, to rein this thing in and have less parallels, better content within a box, but still make it obviously something that Panini can make a decent amount of money off of and not feel like they're screwing themselves by taking these parallels out. So let me know what you guys think. If you like this content, please give me a like or subscribe, and I'll talk to you next time. Thanks a lot, guys.